Alright guys, we're back. So, we're going to start off by redoing our science so that we got more than just one red and one green coming out at a time. In order to do the science, we need gear wheels and copper for the red, and we need plates, gears, and green circuits for the green. To do belts and inserters. So basically we need iron and copper. So we got iron and copper here. So we're going to go ahead and do our green science up here. So we got our red science, 1, 2, 3, and our green science, right? And we're going to do a belt. We're going to do several. About half on one side, half on the other side. Red and green. Alright, so red needs gear and copper, and it takes 5.5 seconds to make one. And this one takes 6 seconds to make one, so a little bit longer. So if we balance this out, let's do, I want to say 6 or 8. Let's do 6 and see how it is. And if we're making enough, we can do 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And I think what we'll do is we'll loop it in on this end. We'll take it in on this end, loop it in on this end. We'll change the direction of that belt. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Now these are a little bit faster. I don't know if they're, let's see. So if that's 6 seconds crafting time, and this is 5.5 seconds, or 5 seconds crafting time. I thought it was 5.5. No, it's raw materials is 5.5, so it's 5 seconds. All right, so if we did 30, right? That would be, we need to do, let's see, if we did 30 seconds, 6 would give us 5 cycles, and this would give us 6 cycles. So that's 6 times 5 is 30, and 6 times 5 is 30. So that would be balanced, right? We could take one off. That would be pretty much balanced. So if we come out, that's going to give us our science. Now we got to feed them. And the reds need 1 and 1, and the greens need 1 and 1. So we could do a balanced belt to feed them. And I'm going sort of by memory, sort of by not memory. That this is sort of how they're set up in most of my playthroughs, but I don't have the blueprints, so I'm just kind of playing it by ear. Alright, so there's that. Now, these guys need an inserter and a belt. Inserter and a belt. Oh, alright, we got our red belts. And we got our combinators. Alright, so, and then these guys need just a gear and a copper plate, right? And then these guys need, you know what, let's switch this. There, and there. Oops. Right, because then we got to bring in a green circuit for these guys. Green circuit. And then that requires wire. So let's do that. Right? So then copper can come up here. All right, so this is going to come out of here on that side of the belt. It'll be on the far side of the belt. So then copper wants to be on the inside of the belt. Right? For our copper. So copper would be on this side, gear would be on this side. We may loop this around, we'll see. There's that. So that's copper into green. This needs a gear. This needs a gear. How far apart are these? Is that... That'll reach, right? That'll reach. But we'll be stealing gears to do that. How fast are the gears? The gears are half a second per gear. Right? And these are 5 seconds. So these are 5 seconds. So 5 seconds will support 10 gears theoretically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So theoretically, that would support all of these with 1, if I'm doing my math right. If this is half a second per, and these are 5 seconds to do, that means for every one of these, we're getting 10 gears. Now, how fast is this? This is half a second crafting time. This is half a second crafting time. So they're going to be a bit faster. They're going to be the same as those. So if we did 2, and we fed, is that, steal 1 for that. So that would give two. I say. I think that would give 2 to this one and 1 to this one and 1 to this one. And then the rest would go up there. Right? But they need iron. So how do we get them iron? Because this is copper. And then we got to bring iron in for the gears and for both of these. And gears require 2 iron per. So that should be fast enough to do both of these guys, right? And that is fast enough to do that. So if we right, because 2 per 1, 2, that's 1, and then these guys need 1 iron each. We want another iron for this guy though. Right? So that gives us 2 iron for that one, 2 iron for that one, 2 out of here. Into each of these. This will just go to them. Then we just need to get copper and iron up here. So copper is going to come up that way. Iron can come up and come in here. So we can cut this back a little bit maybe. If we bring, where's iron? Iron is there. We bring iron here. Right? and bring it right up there. That didn't change much, did it? But then we bring copper here, right? That brings copper up. It's on one side of the line. Gears is on the other side of the line. If we needed to, we could still bring that there. Now we just got to run the iron up here. Get that out of the way, maybe. And that out of the way. Bring the iron. Almost. Well, no, because what is this? This is, well, this is going away. Because this is going away. Right? Yeah, that's going away. And this is going away, this is going away, this is going away, and this is going away. And then this belt here is going away. Because that is our science production. Let's get rid of that. Because that no longer matters. So if that no longer matters, we could do this. We could save ourselves, well, sort of save ourselves, I guess. We end up using a pole. But we could save ourselves an underground. Alright, we got trains. Because, right? Kill that. That we're going to run the other direction. That we're going to come down there. Right? And then that's going to give us our green and our... Only they're going to be on the opposite sides of what they are right now. Alright. So... let's try that. Let's try this and see if it works. Well, that's not going to reach. That'll reach there. We'll still have to run. That's okay though. We'll run here, here, here. Well, hell, if we put that over one more, we could do that there, and there, and there, and then do there, there, and there, and then here, here, and here, right? Now, that gives us all of that. That's making our red. Now for our green, we need half and half. Right? So that's going to be this side. And then come out of this one. That's going to be that side, right? So that'll be that side, that'll be that side. That'll power that. Is that right? Holy crap, did we do it right? We'll see in a minute. What are we missing here? Oh, we're missing green. What are we missing for the green? Oh, we're missing plate. All right. How do we do it like this? We do it like this. We don't run it there. We run it here. And then we put that one there. Look, we got a car. Right? And now that's going to make greens. That's going to... All right, there we go. Well, that wasn't so terrible. Now it's just got to catch up. And we can do that. There, right? How's that? I think that'll catch up. All right, so that's working. All right, guys, there we go. There's that. This guy's got to go. We're getting up here, and that's going to be a problem. We're going to go up and take care of this guy. I think off camera, though, the more I think about it, I like this idea. Cutting across here, that cuts this area off because pollution's going to come up here. We can't do much about this right now because I don't, well, we could potentially cut this here, here, and here. And then, because when we start mining this, that pollution's going to come out. So we can potentially cut here, here, and here. And I really do want to cut here, here, and here because this is going to be a problem. Down here so far we've been pretty lucky. So I don't really think we need to mess with it. If we have to, we can go kill this nest and that'll take care of that. Let's go up and take care of this nest. And then, how are we doing on time? Okay, that's only been a half an hour of me scratching my head. All right, let's go. Do we have? No, we don't have. Let's get some ammo. We've got turrets. We don't have a lot of ammo, though. You know what we do have, though, now? We have grenades. So let's go pay these guys a visit. Let's get rid of these guys. We got some more miners to pull up. See, those starter patches are really going quick. And now that we're increasing our production, they're going to go even quicker. So we really got to get our smelting going. We got to get those lines back here. So maybe on the way back, since we're up this way, maybe on the way back we'll hit this stone, get the stone set up. And then go over and work on the iron. But we want to get rid of these biters up here before they get to be bigger biters. Alright, looks like our ammo is doing alright though, which is a good thing. So now where are these bastards? Okay, there they are. So we have to be careful though, because we don't have nearly as much ammo as we used to. And I just realized we don't have as much as we thought we did. Because we didn't have the right ammo in our SMG. So we have even less than we thought. That's alright, we'll deal. We got grenades now. Oh, speaking of which. We got mediums. Well, those don't do shit. Have they nerfed the grenades? Well, that's worrisome. And of course, the other thing we don't have, because why would we, is fish. All right, well, we took care of it. Wasn't the prettiest thing. We weren't exactly prepared for it. That's fine. We made it work. So now we're up to medium biters and spitters. But that's okay. We are done here for the moment anyway. Get rid of that. How's that look? All right, so these guys are going to eventually get it, but like I say, we're gonna come up here, and I may do this off camera just because it's kind of boring. I may film it, and if anything happens, then exciting, we'll play it or whatever. But a cutoff here, a cutoff here, and a cutoff up here, and that should get them mostly out of the pollution. I don't know that we'll do this right away, but we're going to have to take care of these guys. So we may come over here and wall this off too. It depends on how I feel. And here, and here. And cut this part off as well. But again, like I say, I'm probably going to do that off camera simply because it's a little boring just to watch. I don't know. Maybe you guys want to watch it. Let me know. Where are our miners? There we go. Get rid of these rocks first. Get them out of our way. All right. So we'll get this stone, and then we'll go back down and get more miners. And then we will hit that iron patch. Although, as far as you guys telling me if you want to watch me kill those biters, they'll already be dead by then. I just thought about that. I'm actually recording this a couple of days ahead of time. I'm trying to get my videos out by a couple of days so that if something comes up, they're already pre-scheduled, and I can just go ahead and let them run. trying to be a good little worker for once. Alright. Let's run this down there. Let's run it in the right direction. So it looks like on those grenades, if you land it near it, it doesn't do as much damage as if you land it right on the nest. So I'm gonna have to pull up the in-game info for that. There's a thing now, I guess, that you can look at stuff. We'll see if we can't figure out. Maybe it's better to hit them directly with it. As opposed to indirectly, I suppose, I guess would be the term. Maybe they don't have as much of a blast radius or something now, I don't know. Alright. Splitter. So there's that. At least we won't run out of stone. It may still slow down. Man, this iron. We have definitely got to go take care of that iron. Because, dude, we are going through it. And now we're going to go through it even faster. Because I just thought of something that I'm going to do. I am going to have that come there. And have that come there. That way it's hitting the splitter twice as fast. It's basically running a single line to each of these. It should fill those lines a little faster. But that also means it's going to chew up the iron a lot faster. But that's okay. We're headed up to go get more. We just need some more miners and some more belts. Let's grab all the belts we can grab. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Just to get rid of whatever we can get rid of that we don't really need. We need the big towers. How is this doing? Yeah, it's the iron that we're kind of sucking hind teat on. Alright, cool. So we can go straight across from here. So we're going to take this on the way out with us. Although, the truth of it is we could just pick it right off of the line that goes all the way around the base now. But it can't hurt to have a backup line going out there so that if that loop gets cut, there's multiple paths for power to go. And like I said, I know this is a really long way to be running a belt. Trains are more efficient especially at this distance, blah, blah, blah. I get it. The thing is, we only just got trains, so I don't have any tracks made or anything else, and there's been, I guess, a lot of changes to trains as far as stops go and things like that. So I want to study it so that I can understand it. When I was in the Army and going through power plant school, we had an instructor that was Hispanic, and rather than say study things, you studied them. Good guy, real smart, but it's funny the things that stick with you. He had a lot of little phrases like that. And then another guy that I worked with was Dominican. He was from Dominican Republic. And between the really heavy accented Hispanic language or accent, and the fact that he talked about 1,000,000 miles an hour, you could never understand a word this man said. We had a commander come out and had a Q&A with the commander and what have you, and he asked a question, and the commander had to ask somebody else what he said because he didn't know the guy and could not understand him. Now, we all understood what he had asked because we'd been around him forever, but it was just the funniest thing. It's one of the things about the Army. You tend to find your irreverent sense of humor. Most people in the Army have a pretty dark sense of humor, and a pretty wrong sense of humor in some regards. But you know, it just kind of comes with the territory, and everybody understands that it's what it is, or how it is, or you know, nobody takes offense to it because it's just part of the culture, I guess. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but the dog is over here and laying next to me on the couch, and man, she is sawing wood big time. That's what she does most of the day. She sleeps like for hours on end, and then she'll get up and raise Cain for half an hour, bark at me, what have you, and then go back to sleep. She's a Staffordshire Pit, and they have this tendency to suddenly jump up out of the middle of dead sleep, run around, get the zoomies for about a half an hour, and then go back and lay down and go fall back to sleep. She's a rescue. I got her about a year ago. It took me a while after my other dogs passed to get used to the idea, and finally, kind of one day, it just kind of clicked. I've had her for about a year now. So she is Gosh, at this point that would make her almost 10. I got her, she was almost 9 years old. So I guess that would make her almost 10 now. And she is definitely a character. She likes to sunbathe. She'll go out and lay on the asphalt in 100-degree weather and just lay there in the sun. I guess it feels good on them old bones. I don't know. All right. Is that all of it? Yep, that's all of it. So now, and I can certainly understand that. I've got old bones myself. I can sympathize with the just laying out in the sun. Why do we not have... Oh, because we didn't hook up the other end. I hope that's why. I'm pretty sure that's why. I think we didn't hook up the other end. I think we just ran it out here. We'll find out. We may have to walk all the way out here again. Other thing I was planning for this episode, and I hopefully will have the time. Yeah, I didn't plug in this end. All right, we want to get it over to there, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to go up and around. I mean, we will improve this in somewhat short order because now we've got access to red belts. We're not going to go crazy with them, but certainly for things like these long transports out here on a single line until we get trains and what have you going, we are in all likelihood going to run a red line out there. All right. Anyway, the other thing, like I said, I don't know if I completed my thought process, but the other thing we're going to probably do, or I was planning to do at least this episode, was fluids. Okay, now is it running now? Yes, it is running now. All right. How are we doing on turning this off? All right, 297, 182, 63. We probably... You know what? Let's do that. Let's deal with getting our resource situation hooked up. We're going to bring this coal up. We're going to bring this copper over. And then next episode, we will set fluids up. So, how are we doing on belts? Could probably use a few more. Let's get rid of this stone. Could probably use a few more miners. Definitely use a few more miners. Everybody needs a miners, right? I feel a little weird every time I say that. I feel like one of these days the FBI is going to come knocking on my door or some crap. I don't know whether that... is just because of my sense of humor or what? Why are we still? Oh, because we're still behind on iron. Alright, so let's get down here and snag this coal, because the coal is way more important than the copper, really, because that's what keeps us in business. Without the coal, our power plant shuts down, and that would be a bad thing. Let's go around the copper. Well, hopefully these last a fair bit longer than the other ones did. Although we're definitely going to have to be on the lookout for good deposits. Well, I hadn't intended to start that up yet. I wanted to get the splitters and stuff in first, but that's how it goes. Is that everybody? That's everybody. All right. I'm not going to reach now. That's fine. We'll just do that. How How much is in that one? Yeah, we're going to go right to the middle of it. When we get to a point where we need that one, then we can go around it. All right, now. Did we run into that pole? Of course we did. Because why wouldn't we? All right. So. Nah, see, that's not gonna. All right. That there. That there. There. Right? There we go. And then that should allow us to do that. See, I told you we'd eventually get that one. All right, so that gives us stone, coal, iron, and then we're going to come down and over with the copper. How are we doing on poles? We got poles. We need drills. And while we are out there, we need drills. We need. Where are? There are. Excuse me. And we're going to need at least one pump. 5 will get you 10. Do we have any pipe to grounds? Let's grab the pipe to grounds. Let's grab a stack of regular pipes. Let's get rid of our junk. We won't worry about the wood. We're probably going to end up picking up more wood. So I think that copper, we can come up this way and bring a line up to the copper as far as power lines go. And we can also come down here and parallel this other iron line at the same time. Okay, let us grab sulfur processing, plastic, red circuits is going to give us the blue science packs. And Blue Science Packs is going to give us where is Rocket? Rocket is right there. What do we need for Rocket? Advanced oil we kind of want advanced oil. I want to get to advanced oil processing. So what do we need to get to advanced oil processing? We need that, we need red circuits, Blue Science, advanced oil processing, lubrication. Because that, oh, all right, blue, that, because it's going to give us electric motors, batteries. So what does Blue Science take? Blue Science isn't that hard. Red circuits. What do red circuits take? Plastic, which isn't that hard. Okay. Lubricants gives us electric motors, because electric motors eventually gives us robotics. We'll see how that goes. How we doing? Up. All right, we're getting close to having to call it here. Let's get this copper, and then we'll call it because that would be iron, copper, stone, and coal. Got a few things to clean up here real quick. Normally, I play with nanobots, and they're like having They're like having your own bots, except they cost you every time you use one. You've got to build them, and they cost you resources. But early game, they are a huge lifesaver. But I'm trying to play Space Age without any mods first, just to get a feel for it. Now, we'll see how that pans out when we get to other planets and stuff, but for right now, I don't know. So far, the game has been basically Factorio, vanilla Factorio. The sciences are a little different, maybe, but the recipes are generally the same. Seem to be. I think it's once you get into space is where things really kind of change. I guess is the situation. A lot of walking. If I had my Fitbit, we'd be getting our steps numbers in. So this is about it for this video. We're just going to get this copper over there, and then we're going to call it a night, or a day, or whatever that is. All right. Like I say, next episode we will work on fluids. We'll get the pump jacks installed, and we will start getting our refinery up and running. In the meantime, I may well go over and capture that rest of that territory, take care of those biters and stuff, just to push them back and to get more resources available to us and whatnot. Mostly to push the biters back. The longer I can keep them out of the pollution cloud for, the better off we are. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. All right, where's the copper? There's the copper. So if we go, would you look at that? All this time, I missed a spot for belts. Or no, I didn't. Well, I probably did, but there probably wasn't much left. Oh, that's okay. We can fix that real easy. There you go. Right, so that's that. Let's look and just make sure it's, we can't really tell. Yeah, it's powered. All right, so that's iron, copper, stone, and coal. We've got a few small patches of coal to keep us in business. And eventually we've got uranium up here. That's the other reason I want to get up here. There's a patch of uranium there. There's a big patch of uranium there. They don't do us any good right now, but at least something. And then there's another big patch of iron. Another decent sized patch of copper. Definitely some bigger patches here. Some more oil. I don't see any coal up here though. Looks like the next coal is going to be over there. But we've thought about that. We've thought about closing this off too. But I'm probably off screen going to close this one off simply because of our pollution. We're probably going to close this one off too, it looks like. And go from there. Alright guys. I will talk at you later. See you next time. Bye.